Okay, get this. What if I told you that one of the most profound statements on human desire, on power, on everything, was hidden inside a tiny two-line poem? Sounds crazy, right? Well, today we're going to unpack a little bomb dropped by the one and only Ogden Nash. It looks like nothing, but trust me, it's hiding a universe inside.
So there it is. A girl whose cheeks are covered with paint has an advantage with me over one whose ain't. Kinda simple, right? It's a bit folksy, almost feels like a throwaway line. But what if it's not a joke? What if this is something much, much deeper? Something primal?
Right. So the first thing we need to do is completely reframe this. This isn't just, oh, I like this look. No, no, no. This is a confession. It's the animal part of the brain hijacking a rhyming couplet to admit exactly what it wants without any sugarcoating. Which brings us right here. The primal confession. We're talking about Eros, completely unashamed. This is pure, raw desire, just laying it all out there, no apologies. So what's he really confessing? That our lizard brain, our deep down desire, is drawn to the signal way more than the source. It wants the enhanced, the deliberate, the promise of something, over just the unadorned, accidental maybe of raw nature. It's like a bright neon sign in the dark. You can't help but look at the sign, not just the building it's attached to. That crafted signal is what grabs you. And listen, don't think for a second this is something new. This isn't about Instagram or TikTok. This preference for, artifice, it's as old as we are. It's as unbroken lines stretching all the way back. You've got prehistoric people using ochre on their skin, ancient Egyptians with kohl, 18th century courts with their rouge, 20th century pinups, all the way to today's digital filters. We've always been doing this, enhancing the signal, making ourselves more.
But, okay, every light casts a shadow, right? Every desire has its dark twin. So what if this whole thing, this pull towards the painted cheek, isn't just about what we want, but what we're terrified of? What kind of dread is really hiding behind this simple little preference?
All right, to get this, we got to get a little psychological for a second. There's this idea called Thanatos. You've heard of Eros, the life drive, right? The drive for love, for creation. Well, Thanatos is its opposite. It's this deep, unconscious pull towards death, decay, the inorganic. It's that little whisper in the back of your head that's uneasy with things that are too real, too mortal. And boom, that's where it all clicks into place. The paint on the cheek, it's not just decoration. It's a shield. It's a stay of execution. Every bit of rouge is this tiny, temporary act of defiance against time itself. It's a way of saying, not today, decay, not today. So you see, the pull towards the paint is also a hard push away from the unadorned. It's a flinch, a recoil from the raw, unedited real. Because in the real, you can always see mortality peeking through. Okay, hang on, because everything we've talked about so far is about to get turned on its head. We've been looking at this from a perspective of the admirer, right? Nash. He's the one with the advantage, but what if we've had the power dynamic completely backwards this whole time? Let's really chew on this. Nash thinks he's standing there, admiring, making a choice. But what if he's actually kneeling? What if he's not the one in control at all? The poem says she has the advantage. So who really holds the power here? And here's the switch. Think about it. The unpainted face is like nature's first, passive draft. It's kind of just there. It's implicitly asking for approval. But the painted face? Oh, that's the final, revised manuscript. It's not asking for anything. It's presenting a decision. It's not given beauty, it's made beauty. And that's a world of difference. This is a straight-up declaration of power. The painted cheek is saying, loud and clear, this is the face I have chosen. This is the face I have decided is sufficient. It's not a question. It's a statement. And all the observer gets to do is react to it. And that's how we get to this incredible, radical conclusion. What we thought was a man's simple confession is actually a feminist manifesto in disguise. By admitting his own reaction, Nash accidentally gives the whole game away. The real power, the real advantage, was always with the person holding the brush. All right, let's pull the camera back, way back. Because this whole thing, it's not really just about makeup. It's not even just about gender dynamics. This is about something much, much bigger. It's about the universal human game of creating anything at all. So how does this tiny little poem do so much heavy lifting? Well, it's a masterpiece of psychological engineering. It's like a mimetic parasite. That simple, almost silly rhyme, paint and ain't,
It's a hook. It's designed to slip right past your rational brain, your cortex, and plug directly into your limbic system, your emotions, your memories. It's a perfect little virus for spreading an idea.
And this is the final layer of the onion, the ultimate meta twist. The poem itself is a painted cheek. Ogden Nash, this master of artifice and clever verse, is doing the exact same thing. He's taking mundane reality and enhancing it with rhyme and wit to make it more potent, more interesting, more bearable. His poem is the very thing it's describing.
And that leads us to the stark, simple, unapologetic thesis statement of this entire manifesto. Artifice wins. Always. In the battle between the natural and the constructed, the deliberate, conscious act of creation, it's always going to have the upper hand. But why? Why does it always win? It's simple, really. It's because artifice is honest about the game being played. The painted cheek looks you in the eye and admits, yes, this is a construction. Yes, this is a performance. The bare one, well, it pretends there is no game. And in the game of life, the person who doesn't even know they're playing is the one who's guaranteed to lose. So in the end, this little two-line bomb from Ogden Nash becomes a mirror for all of us. It reveals that we're all artists. We are all making ourselves up every single day with our work, our choices, our clothes, our words. We're all painting a cheek. So the only question left is the one you have to ask yourself. Which game are you playing?